Jump in your sleigh and buckle up because today I've got Christmas DIYs that are so easy to make, it'll take you no time at all. Let's get crafting. Let's kick off this video with a really fun set of gingerbread signs. A while back, I picked up these two gingerbread people from Hobby Lobby, and they ended up costing me, because they were 50% off, a total of $14 for both of them. Now, once I took off the hanging hardware on both of these, I ended up heading back to Hobby Lobby to see if they had anything in their unfinished wood section that I could use as the base for my sign. Now, if you don't shop Hobby Lobby, don't have a Hobby Lobby, thrift stores are a great place. Dollar Tree, also a great place if you want to pick up some canvases. Now, once I found my signs, I did end up purchasing mine for half off. I ended up with these two white signs. And y'all, I'm keeping this super simple. All I did was hot glue my two gingerbread directly to these signs, and that's it. Now, you'll notice that there is room on top and bottom. I had thought about putting some words on these, but I just wanted to leave them simple. And I'd also thought about painting the little red bead inset trim, white inset trim, painting it with some red paint. But again, I just left it simple. Now, both of these signs ended up costing me a total of $34. But if you went to Dollar Tree, picked up their wooden gingerbread, either a canvas or one of their wooden canvas signs, you could definitely make two gingerbread signs for less than $10. So definitely different price points, but I love the size of these. And y'all, I cannot wait to show you my gingerbread kitchen when I get it all set up. If you are a Christmas movie fanatic like I am, you are definitely going to want to make this next DIY. Start with one of these wooden canvases from Dollar Tree. It's in the plus section for $3. And you guys know that I love making the different themed charcuterie board. So for this one, we're doing something a little different. I had these handles in my stash. You want to grab two different handles. I believe Dollar Tree does sell handles now, so you can check there if you want to go super budget friendly. And what I ended up doing was taking those two handles outside, and I spray painted them with some white spray paint because I've got something fun in mind for the handles. Now, for this, as you guys know, I love to wood burn and I love to use torch paste. So I created a design in CRICUT Design Space. You can go into my file, and honestly in there, I've got the design that I'm doing, but I went in there and I added a ton of different elements. So you could go in and kind of tweak it to how you want. The pink rectangle in there is the size that you have to work with. It's the template. So if you take those little pieces and put it on that square, you'll know that for sure that it'll fit. So with the torch paste, you guys know how this goes. You apply your stencil, you apply the torch paste, let it sit for 3 minutes, and you pull off the stencil, and then you get ready to wood burn. Now, one thing that I always tell you when I work with torch paste is you cannot use your small craft heat guns. You guys know I love the Wagner small crafting heat gun, but you have to have a heavy duty heat gun. So Wagner has this heat gun. It is the Furno 500, and y'all, I am loving this heat gun. So number one of the features I really like is that you can go hands-free with it. You can set it on top of your table and not have to worry about actually holding the gun. Number two, it comes with two attachments that you can put on there, and then you can also control your fan speed. There's a low and a high, and you simply just push the plus or minus to adjust the temperature to what you want. And the last feature I really like about it is when you are done working with your heat gun, you hit the power button and it goes to cool down mode, which lights up blue. And that's really nice because you can set it down on your tabletop and you'll hear it cooling down, and you'll know that the gun's still kind of hot. But if you're in a hurry, you certainly can just press that power button down and eventually it will turn off. So if you're in the market for a heavy duty heat gun, I will have all the details linked down below in the description box. Now let's put this heat gun to work and let's burn our little movie snack board. Once you are done wood burning, you need to let it cool completely, and then you want to take a baby wipe and you want to wipe it off. Now, I have noticed actually, I used to just kind of take the baby wipe and wipe back and forth, but in some of the areas I got a little heavy on my torch paste, so I'm blotting it instead, and I find that it works a little bit better, but you definitely want to keep doing that until your baby wipe comes up clean. And I also wanted to point out one other thing I did notice about this heat gun. It's not very noisy. It is not as noisy as ones I've had in the past, so I really am loving the features of this gun. Now it's time to seal it. You guys know I love to use the Howard's Butcher block to do that. I also have a designated paintbrush to make it easier. I just write the word food on it so I know that I don't accidentally use this for paint. And I decided to seal the whole thing. Now from this step, it's probably going to take you about 3 days to finish this project just because I like to do 3 coats. Now that's up to you how many coats you want to do, but that's just what I like to do. So you put on a coat, let it sit for 24 hours. If it needs a little light sanding, go in with that. Do the second coat, let it sit 24 hours, and then do again for the third coat. Now once that is all cured and ready to go, we are ready to get our handles attached. Now to finish up the handles, because these were kind of twisted handles, I knew I wanted to paint them to look like candy canes. So after I spray painted them white and they were nice and dry, I just took some red paint and went in and just hand painted the stripes to this. Now I would recommend after you have painted this and it is dry that you do seal the handles. You can either seal it with some Mod Podge or whatever sealer you like to use. And then to finish off the handles, I had some of these small little peppermints that came in a bag from Hobby Lobby. I snipped off the little tips on it with my miter shears, and then I'm just using some permanent glue, the Gorilla Clear Grip glue, to glue those peppermints down to the tops of the handles. And then instead of screwing these handles in to my little wood tray, again I'm using that permanent clear grip glue to glue the handles down to one on each side of the tray. And once that's done, this is ready to go and ready for your favorite Christmas movie snacks. Another quick little reminder here, you might remember I made this wooden tree garland. Now, besides using your heat gun to dry paint, to do a crackle effect, to do wood burning, the wooden ornaments from Dollar Tree are really great if you're into rustic decor to burn them with this high heat gun. I mean, it literally takes less than a minute. Just zap your high heat gun on those wood ornaments and it will give it a nice burned look. So definitely keep that in mind. It's an easy way to kind of change up the look of those wooden ornaments. Now, this DIY is a fun one. Going along with Christmas movies, this is definitely a DIY that you could actually do while you're watching Christmas movies if you wanted to. And that's just to make these really fun bracelets that have to do with Christmas movies. So these were actually really popular in the 80s when I was growing up. Taylor Swift has seemed to bring back the whole friendship bracelet type thing, but I thought it would be fun to make some movie themed bracelets. So for today, I'm just going to make a Elf themed Christmas movie stack bracelet set just because Elf is my favorite Christmas movie, followed very closely by White Christmas. And for this, I'm using just beads that I had in my stash, but I also purchased a Christmas set. I will definitely link it down below. It'll have everything you need along with anything else in today's video. Just check that description box. And so for this, I thought I'd use the movie name Elf. And then I did Buddy, and then I did Son of a Nutcracker because I tend to say that a lot during Christmas time. And all you have to do is just figure out your pattern, and it's as simple as stringing on the beads. Now, here's what I do to tie off my bracelets. This is the glue, the Loctite glue. This is the one that I really recommend. And once you've made your bracelet and you know it's going to fit, you go ahead and make a tie. And then I put a little dab of the glue and then I go in and double knot it, just kind of pull it tight, let it sit for just a minute or two, and then trim off the strings, and it works great. It doesn't fall apart. It doesn't bust open. But how fun would it be to make several different movie themed stacks for your favorite Christmas movie? Let me know down below in the comments, what is your favorite Christmas movie? Now this Dollar Tree DIY will take you less than 5 minutes to make. You want to start with 4 tumbling tower blocks. You want to glue 2 of them side by side with some hot glue, and then glue the other 2 blocks right on top of that so you've got a nice rectangular block of tumbling tower blocks. From there, you want to grab yourself a brush tree. Now I've got this white one from Dollar Tree. You could grab a green one, a pink one, gold one, whatever color you want, totally up to you. You want to set your tree inside of a vase. This one came from Dollar Tree, but you could pick them up from anywhere. And then sprinkle some of this oh so fun messy snow inside of the vase until you cover up the base of the tumbling tower blocks as well as the tree. From there, you want to grab a puck light. Now, let me say this. You definitely could do something a little extra to this. If you wanted to on the outside, you could put some Epsom salt and just leave the front portion of the vase exposed. You could see the tree, so that would kind of give it an extra glistening. But here I'm showing you a puck light that doesn't have a back. Okay, so I was like, well, let me just go grab some of my other puck lights from my little box of puck lights and fairy lights. Well, I grabbed more of them, and guess what? They don't have backs either. I don't know where all the backs to my puck lights have gone. I don't know. That's just a perfect, I don't even know. Let's just move on from that. So I decided, okay, obviously I have to do some kind of back on this because I didn't want the battery to show. So one option is you could take a piece of fabric and do a fun Christmas fabric over the top of it. But I decided to take some glitter cardstock and I traced around the puck light, cut it out, and then I just secured it with a little piece of tape so that it's nothing too crazy. And I can easily pop that off if I need to. And then around the puck light, I wanted to add some ribbon. So I just did a band of ribbon, attached it with a little bit of hot glue, and then pieced together a bow. Now, one thing I did add to the very top was a gold jingle bell just to finish it off. But this is a very easy way to make a ton of lighted luminaries that would look really great on a table or even on a mantle. And that wraps up another round of Christmas DIYs. Let me know down below which one of these DIYs was your favorite. Also, don't forget to let me know your favorite Christmas movie and what is your favorite Christmas movie watching snack? Are you a hot cocoa and cookies? Do you like to eat filet mignon? Like, I would love to know what you like to eat and snack on while you're watching movies. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Here are some more videos that you might enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!